Hi and welcome. I'm Susan. Today we're going to do some meatballs. This is pretty basic meatball recipe with a few twists to it. I've got in this bowl 1.5 pounds of ground beef. And to that we're going to add just a bunch of ingredients. And we're going to make little meatballs and bake them in the oven. I've got the oven preheated to 400 degrees. Now let's get started. I have here 5 ounces of spinach. It was frozen spinach, so I chopped it and squeezed the juice out of it so that it's pretty dry. We don't want a whole lot of moisture in our meatballs. And to that we're going to add 3/4 cup of onions. This is finely diced. You don't want a big old piece of onion. You want to keep it pretty fine because these are pretty small meatballs. Now to that we're going to add 2 beaten eggs. And you notice I'm wearing gloves because we're going to make meatballs with our hands, and I don't like to squeeze meat.
You don't want to have meatballs.
I don't want meatballs on my fingernails, no. Now I've got 3/4 cup grated Parmesan cheese. Now I just grate this myself. I buy the chunk and grated. I find it better than pre-ground. Now we've got 1/4 cup of dried basil, 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper, 2 teaspoons of salt. Remember, you have to salt your meat. And I've got 1/2 cup of breadcrumbs here. This is really easy. Now to that, I've got 2 cloves of garlic in here that I'm going to run through this little mincer. Maybe. Okay. You have to really squeeze it hard to get it out of there. Okay. Let's see if we've got any more down in here we can squeeze out. Oh, there's a little more. We'll squeeze her out. Okay, well that came out real well. Alright. So those are all our ingredients. Now I will have the recipe linked down below. So don't worry if you didn't catch everything. Now we're going to get in here and we're going to mix it by hand. So here we go. Now this you don't want to mix it too much. You just want it to where everything's going to incorporate. You mix it too much and you got tough meatballs. And we don't want that. So what we're doing now, we're just rolling them into a little ball. I'm going to put them in these mini muffin cups. They're going to brown. Grease is going to kind of dry out of them. Whoops, we got that kind of big. We don't want it that big. We're going to do this with these muffin cups, and I have another set of muffin cups ready if we need it. So let's get these all in here, and then I'll show you what we're going to do with it. Okay, now got our meatballs rolled up and in the pan. Looks like I got 24, 26, 28, 30, 32. About 35 of these little meatballs. Now, let's get them in a 400-degree oven. Let me take these nasty little gloves off that have meatballs all over them. I'm going to put this in a 400-degree oven. Okay, now we're going to bake these for about 20 minutes. I'm going to set the timer. But I want these completely done because I'm not going to put these in sauce. I'm going to put them in little subs. We'll have sub sandwiches. Okay, so we baked these for 20 minutes at 400 degrees. Don't they look great? Look how nice and brown they are. Well, we're going to try one. Let me try this one right here. Oh, let me get it out of there first. Oh, look, that's just, oh my, how tender that is. Oh, and it's hot. Hot, hot, hot. Mmm. Mmm. They're tender. They're flavorful. They're quick and they're easy. Until next time, Blessings to you and your family.